My name is Samuel D. Spoonhour. What is your name, ma'am?
Lynn Canale.
It's nice to meet you. What's your name, sir?
I'm Dave.
What do you believe happens after someone dies?
It's energy that leaves the body, and I think the spirit moves into a different realm.
What about you? What do you believe?
Yeah, we believe the same thing. But we may lose our identity. I think we become something of a whole, more fulfilling. Our energy becomes part of something, part of the cosmic existence.
Do you believe that there is a God?
We all have a source of creation, and what you choose to call your source of creation, be it God, be it spirit, be it Mother Earth.
There is a creator, correct?
A creator in the way it's not a person, it's an energy, it's a divine energy.
It's spiritual.
A spirit, yeah, spirit, breath, energy.
Believe that there is one truth?
No, I think that everyone, that as human beings, we interpret things differently. You know, like some people believe this and some people believe that. There's a greater goodness in our existence. Something created all this wonderfulness.
What is truth?
Really, what is the meaning of the word in today's society?
Society determine the meaning of the word, or is it beyond it?
For all intents and purposes, the meaning of the word is the truth as it affects your life. So the words you use are determined by the people's perceptions.
We can believe literally whatever we want, and that determines our actions. It therefore then stems to our world around us. But me thinking that, say, the ground I'm standing on is sand doesn't make it sand. You see what I'm saying? Have you ever read the Bible before? What do you think of it?
It's morality. Bible was designed as a book to teach morality. It's not a verbatim thing. It's subject to interpretation, but it's to help us to become good with our fellow human beings.
Did you know that it's the best-selling book in the world?
Oh yes, and it has been for a long time.
Why the Bible, though? Why not the Torah or the Quran?
Because I think it's actually more of our commercial society.
Have you ever heard this verse before? The wages of sin is death.
I don't think so.
What do you think that means?
If we are free to make choices, that if we act and move from our hearts and treat human beings as if we are all one, that creates literally life or heaven on earth. If we choose to be divided and judge each other and hate each other.
Doing bad things causes problems. Doing good things causes other good things.
I'm not saying bad or good. The choices that you make determine, there are all consequences.
And I love your opinions. I really appreciate that.
My opinions are based on my experiences, and that's limited by this hard skull with this little brain. So my truth is my truth only, but it works for me.
Even more what that verse is telling us, that when we sin, we actually are, God puts us to death, and I say God as in spirit, the spirit, puts us to death for our sins. So do you think that you're a sinful person? Do you think you're a bad person to, say, be put to death?
In my opinion, I think that you're trying to interpret things into a physical realm that really can't be interpreted into a physical realm.
Why do we die, right? Isn't it our physical bodies have to wear out? Why do things have to end?
As you age, you will realize that once you have experienced everything in a physical body, you're ready to move on to the next.
I was just telling you what the Bible means due to the context, because I didn't give you the context. But have you ever heard of Judgment Day?
Yes, I have.
But say, do you think it's just of God to send people to hell?
Well, I really don't think there is eternal punishment.
What about a man like Hitler? What would a God do with a man like that?
My philosophy is that when I die, I'm going to become part of a greater thing. Do I think that there might be some consequences to leading an evil life? Yes, I do.
I would hope so.
Yes, I would think so too. My brain can't fathom what that is because no one knows what happens in the afterlife.
If we're going to die, shouldn't we find out? Because a lot of people are afraid of death, and death happens every day. Over 150,000 people die every single day.
Death is a natural consequence, and I've been blessed to have the life that I've had so far.
I would like to go a little bit from addressing your intellect to addressing your conscience. Okay? Do you believe that you yourself is a good person, like a morally good person? Do you think?
Yes, I do.
Yes, absolutely.
I use a standard to test if you're a good person or not. It's called the good person test. Told any lies over the course of your life?
Of course. Of course.
Of course. Have you?
Well, yes, of course I have. I'm asking you.
Have.
Have you ever stolen anything, regardless of the value?
Yes.
I suppose that if you wanted to use that term.
I want to qualify my term when I say I stole. I mean, these are things from way in my past. I mean, would I steal something from a store or from a human being nowadays?
Started when you were a kid?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We got to finish up, though. Yeah. Yeah, no, we got to finish up and go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But I have one thing to say. It's not God outside of you. It's God inside of you.
I was gonna get to that.
Of everyone.
Hey,
Divine
could
is
I
inside of everyone
could I
of
at
us.
least give you
Everyone's-
guys a gift?
Sure.
Hey, you're all probably wondering why it cut so early there, and it was so sad. I was so upset. I even asked them, "Is it getting too hot in the kitchen?" And he's like, no, not really. It's just we gotta go." So, but I'm pretty certain that they just left because I started asking them moral questions. And we got on so many rabbit trails talking about philosophy. It was so stupid because it was just the same thing over and over again. I couldn't really get through with them. It's just Satan had such a tight grip on them. And I was like praying, like, God, please let me talk to these people. Just give them the gospel. It felt like the whole time Lynn was she was thinking about jabbing a knife right through my side and then running off. It really felt like that. But then, of course, at the very end, this was so funny when she's like, I need to say this one thing, it's not about God up there, it's about God in here. And I'm like, I was just about to talk about that, but you wouldn't let me. It's so sad that there are actually people who believe that there's no definitive truth. They're saying that for everyone, and they're saying people can believe what they want to believe. It's a self-contradicting statement, because you can't know that's true unless there's one truth, and you can't say that that is true for everyone. That doesn't automatically mean that because you say it. Either way, it hurts your brain when you think about it, but that was the thing. The whole time I was just trying to get to the important stuff, and I couldn't because they were just trying to share what they thought was right rather than me actually just doing the interview. But that's the thing. I was even telling them, like, we got to find out what's true. We got to evaluate the evidence. Totally forget if they took the John and Romans I gave him. I think Dave actually took the John and Romans that I gave him. So really be praying for them both, because the only way that they're going to change is if God really gets a hold of them, because emotionally, and they have this philosophical presupposition that not only are they not wrong, but that other stuff doesn't apply to them, because there's no such thing as one truth. So they've already ruled that out in their minds, that isn't possible. So pray that God will open their minds and show them the evidence and the truth in the gospel, and that they are immoral before God. And I even loved it when I was talking about lies. So have you ever told a lie before? Oh yeah, absolutely. But have you as well? Yeah, but I'm asking you. That's the thing. I turned it right back around. She's trying to turn it to me, and I turn it right back around because she feels guilty. She would never do that if she didn't feel guilty. If she felt guilty, she's going to ask other people to make herself justified or make herself feel better. So this is why they need the Lord, because otherwise they are going to end up in hell and burn there. I don't want that to happen. So thank you all for watching this video. Really appreciate you guys. God bless you. Have a nice day.